Welcome. This is Group M07 and we are presenting stUrewards, part of stUmobile. When we first got the case, we began by identifying the problem. We did this by interviewing the elderly at the activity centre and discussed the current service with them. We then spoke with the founders of stUmobile and discussed potential improvements of the service. We also interviewed current drivers about their experience driving for the service. And finally, we analysed the current business practices of stUmobile. Through this research, it became clear that there are not enough dedicated student drivers driving for stUmobile. This makes the service inflexible for the elderly and is the biggest factor preventing growth. We decided to focus on recruitment and incentives to keep students driving. We brainstormed concepts and began building prototypes in order to test our idea. We built an experienced prototype of our machine that would reward drivers with vouchers as well as kilometers. We tested this as a means for motivation with 10 potential drivers, receiving positive feedback from all. We analysed two of our main competitors' business models to see what they provide for their customers and how their revenue is generated. From this, we made our own business model, which will be explained further in the following slides. First are the value propositions. We provide value to our student drivers with our reward machine by letting them choose between discount vouchers or kilometers in the stUmobile car as a reward. This will hopefully attract more students since they can choose themselves what kind of reward they prefer. Next is the customer segments. Our department within stUmobile will focus on the student customer segment. We make a distinction between students who are already employed at stUmobile, which we have to retain, and students that could potentially become drivers, which we will have to attract to come and work for stUmobile. Right. The channels through which value will be delivered will be through the reward machine for students. For elderly, this will be the car in which they are driven around. Revenue is created by the elderly that pay for their ride. Eventually, since more students will become a driver, the number of passengers that can be transported can also rise, which will increase the revenue stream. In this way, the income of the service might increase. Also, the agreements with the companies that provide vouchers will create revenue. For the discount voucher machine, key partners will be the companies that we would have contact with who will provide the discount vouchers for the students. We will also have to work tightly with the manufacturer of the machine. For the elderly part of stUmobile company, the meet and greet activity centre will still be a key partner, and also the elderly that the students will be driving around. The key resources would be the production facilities of which the machine is made, and the service team that maintains relationships with the key partners, overlooks prices, and distributes other services. Via push and pull strategies, more students can be attracted to be a driver for the service. Pushing them via social media, friends of drivers, and emails can result in a larger group of people driving for stUmobile. With the pull strategy, such as showing ads, students will have a natural drive towards visiting the website of stUmobile and perhaps join the service. Key activities that will have to be carried out are firstly, creating the partnerships with companies to provide discount vouchers. A deal is made between stUmobile and a company in which a company offers discount vouchers for a cheaper price. The machine will also have to be made by the manufacturer. Of course, the elderly will also have to be driven around. For stUmobile, the fuel and the car lease cost money. Also, the voucher agreement fees with companies and manufacturing of the machines will require upfront costs. Up till now, we were acting as a separate entity from stUmobile, but now we have decided that we are a department within stUmobile. Moving forward, we will be figuring out manufacturing costs of the machine, developing voucher partnerships with various companies, creating an official collaboration with stUmobile to roll out our system. We will test out promotion means with students on campus, and we will pilot the rollout of the reward system with a small sample of drivers.